Hi, I'm Lauren from LB and the Money Tree, and welcome to Season 2 of Awkward Money Chat. Today I'm here with Gina. Gina, welcome.
Hi.
Let's toast to talking about finances. Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. I know, it's very pulpy. So $78,000. It's a lot.
Yeah.
How did you get into that debt?
I was determined to go to grad school. I didn't really think about the consequences of doing that. I said I'm going to go, and I went to another country.
So if you could hop in Gina's time machine and go back in time and do it differently, would you?
I think I would still go, but I would have been a bit more careful about how I thought about money at the time.
Okay. So what do you do now for a living?
I work at a gaming company, a casino gaming company.
And you're using your graduate degree for the current career you're in now?
I would say it's, yeah, actually a little bit, yeah.
So Gina's here today to get some advice about how to pay down her debt faster, and I have 4 tips for her. The first is to set up an emergency fund. Is that something you currently have?
I do have a savings account that I did set up. I've had to go into it, but I wouldn't say it doesn't make me feel safe.
Okay. So it's recommended to have 3 to 6 months of living expenses in your emergency fund. I know from personal experience, I would take money out of my savings, completely pay off my credit cards, and then something would happen and I'd have to use the cards again. So having an emergency fund is going to go a long way to keeping you out of debt. The second is to create small, manageable goals. $78,000 is a lot of money. How long do you think it will take you to pay that off?
I don't know. I'm setting an unreasonable goal, which is I want it gone this year.
$78,000, sorry, $78,000 in 1 year.
Yeah, but I think that will push me.
You don't worry that if you set that goal and you fail, then you'll feel like shit about yourself? Because I've done that.
You know, you're right. If I see the progress and I see the changes in myself, my lifestyle, and everything, I'd feel a lot better. And just knowing that I'm putting the effort into my business.
Okay. The third tip is to cut expenses. I'm sure that's something you're already doing, but to hit your $78,000 goal, I imagine you're probably going to have to cut back pretty significantly. And the fourth is something you've already talked about, which is making extra money. What is your creative side business, and how did you, I'm very big into side hustles, so how did you get started with that, and how much does that bring in for you each month?
I'm a cartoonist. I have been painting personalized pictures for people. I'd like to scale, and so now I'm working on a workshop. I've got a lot more ideas I'd like to actually create products that I can sell.
So you're going to focus on growing the business to hit this very aggressive $78,000 in 1 year goal. All right. If you want to keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram, please use the hashtag AwkwardMoneyChat. Until next time, now we did awkward. Yeah, there we go.